Pinewood Derby. It really is very easy to find out information on the web, on the website. I don't know if you have been visited this website that is called pinewoodderby.org. Anyone has been there? You like it? It's fun, right? So let me see if I can make this one. Okay, so in this one, you can find all the information that you need. I actually downloaded all the information that you want and need from there, and I got 10 pages of information. I have some copies here, but you actually don't need to have paper when you have everything in the website. I can take you out there in a moment. Let me tell you what is here. It even has all the history for Pinewood Derby that you can share with the Cub Scouts. Okay, they have all the history regarding how it was created, why it was created, etc., etc. And they have different sections. One section that I really like a lot is one that is called the Pinewood Derby checklist. And it tells you what to do 3 months before, 2 months before, 1 month before, 1 week before. Everything takes you step by step to tell you exactly what you should do with the kids, right? Now, it has some interesting information, and I really, to navigate here, it's a little tricky, but when you see here all these sections, this is the planning section, for example, all the information that you have, and then you start to see the checklist for adults, okay? What you need to do, need to build, everything it says here, and then the one tell you, 3 months, 2 months, 1 month, 1 week before the race, the day of the Pinewood Derby, etc. Right? It has some section about the methods to scoring. Now you know that there is several companies that sell this service, and they put together the tracks for you, and they have the computers, and they measure the speed and tell you who won. Right? Basically, they can do that. So the Scout office put together a list, and I have some copies here, if you don't have it. They put together a list of all the different resources that are there, members of the church and non-members of the church that provide the service, how much they charge, their contact information, everything is here. So you want, huh? The website, really quick, let me show you something that is funny. So if you don't know how to use it, you will have some problems, right? Just when you scroll down in one section, you need to click in this button. It doesn't say anything about it. You need to figure it out by yourself. But then when you click in the next one, automatically takes you to the next section. So that's actually take you to how to build the cars and some examples how to build it, etc. And keep going with all the literature that you may need to put together a Pinewood Derby. So this 20 minutes is going to be very easy for me, right? So. Now, and that one has 5 different sections. In the bottom you can see here all these sections. And this part, I didn't like it because actually you can use this one with your kids, with the Cub Scouts. I don't know if you will be able to see the sound, but okay. So you can pick one of the cars just for fun. It has a little video here. You can have some fun with the kids and show them how to build a car. And the interesting thing is that it has 4 different sections, and then it tells you what is the supplies that you need for the car, what is the tips to build the car, what is the tools that you will need. So you can direct the parents to here. That, so they can even go to this section, and when you go with the first step, and you go to the next step, it has another small screen. So you can take some fun with the kids doing that, right? And just keep going that way, and I will just keep going because I like it. So. So for every step, it's taking you the tips how to build it, had to put the stickers or whatever, and every time it gives you the tips for each step. Like for example, if I open this one, well, that one was very simple. Then you have, like, for example, the stickers. It shows you some examples of some stickers, and then you can go on, because this is made by these Boy Scouts. They can take you directly to the link to the store so you can buy the stuff, but you don't need to go over there, right? So, okay, so then you can have all the different kind of books or supplies that you may need, etc. Now, the other thing that I want to talk to you really quick is I received a question the other day regarding the certificates. What kind of certificates that you can give to the kids, right? What kind of things you can measure or do. So there is a very simple, Google it, right? That's what I did. Pinewood Derby. And then I went to the images, and there you go. But you really can find tons of examples of different kind of awards that you can give the kids. I have been attending many different Pinewood Derbies, and some of them even that give us certificates for the most coolest car, right? The most colorful, the most patriotic, the most whatever. So that way, every single kid got something, right? Another ones, when they arrive to the actual Pinewood Derby, they take a picture of the kid, and they printed that right there and create a small, like a licensed driver thing with their picture on it. They print it over there, and every kid has one driver's license for the Pinewood Derby. So just make it fun. Many things that you can do for them, right? What are the other suggestions that are here in the website? Regarding the method that you use for scoring the career, I had the opportunity to provide some service in some scouts that are meeting in a Catholic church, and they didn't have the money to rent for the fancy truck. So they actually have a very old fashioned truck that is just completely good, and there was no way to actually measure who was the speed or that kind of stuff. So they put together a small Excel document with one projector, and they had the parents sitting in front of the line to see 1, 2, 3, 4, and see which one was first, which one second, which one. So keep it very simple, but it was fun because they did a lot of things around, like the pictures and gift certificates. They make a small trophies, and they develop about 20 different awards for the type of cars. The most colorful, the nicer, the most comical, the most patriotic, they just invent so many different things, and every single kid went out having really a blast for fun during the time. It was not about the speed or whatever, it's just having fun. So you can create that way if you don't have enough budget to actually contract one of the companies that rent the trucks. Okay? How much time would I have?
9 minutes. 9 minutes.
9 minutes? Okay. Okay, any questions? So the other thing that is very important, and this is my mistake, I bought a couple of books in the store and I forget those at my house. So, but this is one specific book for Cub Scouts rules for Pinewood Derby. And this is something very important. There is some rules over there in the website, but you need to be very sure that you are following the rules. So if you say this is the rules, stick to them. Because something that happens in some Pinewood Derbies, where there is some parents that go beyond the rules, and they, for example, change the width of the axles, so how close or how separate are they? They change the wheels and make some adjustments in the wheels so they have less friction. All that kind of stuff is forbidden. So every single one needs to use exactly the material that is provided in the kit, and they cannot make changes. They cannot, for example, modify the axles of the wheels so they can make it run faster. So they cannot use oil, that kind of stuff. They can't use
Graphite.
Graphite?
Can't use graphite?
Yes, graphite you can, but you need to say it in the rules. And the other thing is, you are going to allow, after every single run, that they can go in and put more graphite or not. So that's your decision, but it needs to be very clear and specific. You need to put it in the rules. So everybody has the same opportunity. Okay? So that way there's not something wrong. And some of the things that you want to be sure that the following the rules, and those are in the Pinewood.derby.org website. For example, the width of the car cannot exceed that 2.75 inches. Or the length of the car cannot exceed the 7 inches. And the weight, that's very important, the weight cannot go above 5 ounces. So all those kind of details, you need to get very, very strict to that. And once you review the car and say that it's passing the rules, don't let the car just, for example, don't review the cars one day before and let the kids to take the car. I know, we should be honest, right? But some parents don't follow the rules and they make some changes to the cars before the race if you do that, right? So just be careful. In our ward, something that they did one day, they did the measuring and weighing one day before, but they took the cars overnight with them and don't let the cars go home. So that's the different ways that you can do it. But just the rules are very, very important for Pinewood Derby. So you don't have anybody get upset, right? So other thing that happens several times, somebody maybe build one car that is really fast, and they keep using the same car every year, right? For every single kid and every single son keep using the same car because they want to win. That is not the idea. Really, they need to build their car every year. The kids need to build their cars and have fun building the cars. It's not about the actual moment that they go to run the cars and just they want to win. They need to have fun, right? So make it fun, not really a competition per se, right? So you don't skip those kind of things. Now, so have the rules written in advance. They know the rules. Send the rules with the kids, with the cars. If you are providing the cars, send the rules to them so they know which are the rules and that you are going to stick to those. Very clear. Make sense? Any question? I'm trying to make it simple. Keep it simple because it should be simple. Don't make it too complicated. Any question? Comments? Yes?
Is this something that the kids usually do in their packs with their den leader, or that they take home and do with their parents? Or either? It's up to us.
Well, I have been seeing both. There is sometimes that they start to do it at the packs, but honestly, to make the shape of the cars, normally they need help from the dads. There is no way that they can make the shapes by themselves completely. In this Catholic church that I went one day, I went to them to build the Pinewood cars with them, and they actually have one parent that has a lot of equipment to make the cars. So they meet in the garage. There's this dad, and he let the parents use the equipment with the kids, with all the security and gloves and everything with all security. But the parents were there to do the shape of the cars. And then they let the kids to sand the cars, and to paint the cars, to prepare the wheels. And so with the supervision, but they let the kids do it. And it was fun, because they are learning to use some tools. Not in all the packs they will have the tools to do it. But if you can do it, that's okay. You don't need to do it with the kids in the pack. Yes?
Just a comment that I did my first Pinewood Derby this last year, and the biggest piece of equipment that I needed to get was actually a digital scale, a scientific scale, so that we could get it right to the 5 ounces without guessing.
Yeah. You can find them, of course, in the Scout office. They're a little expensive. But I know that you can find them in Hobby Lobby. The Hobby Lobby has actually one section in the store that is just all Pinewood Derby. So you can,
Walmart's got the scale too.
Walmart's
got a digital scale.
Okay, so I know that Hobby Lobby has a lot of things and different shapes and forms, etc. that you can use. And actually, you can Google different Pinewood Derby designs, and you can find tons. that exactly how they measure that you need to do this, the cut here or there, etc. You can find a lot of information. Okay, but let the kids do it. Any other question, comments? Hopefully you understand my English. Sounds like a Mexican, right? Yeah. I'm Mexican, so that's the reason. But I don't know. Any question, comments? I really want you that you really believe that it's something simple. Keep it simple. Don't make it too complicated. So the rules are simple. The cars are very easy to do. I can see one kid that actually the shape is not going to change a lot the actual speed of the car. I saw one guy that did like, what is the name of this personage? The bubble sponge. The only thing that they did, they just paint block. They just painted, just added some weight, so it was exactly 5 ounces. And it was one of the most.
It's time.
Come on! And it was one of the most. Okay, it was one of the most fastest car.
Really?
The shape doesn't fade. Believe me, the shape doesn't make too much difference. So if you keep simple the car, it works. The secret, the wheels, and the graphite, the axles, and they can go really fast. So it's just a small thing. Well, thank you very much for your time. You can keep some copies there.